Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Okay, we just got done spraying the epoxy primer on the vehicle, and I'm going to basically show you just a real quick. I want to show you the pattern that it takes. I still got some epoxy primer in my gun, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. I want you to pay attention now when I spray this, because what I did is I closed my pattern all the way where it's real tight. It's like a round circle. Now I want you to watch real close. Adjust the air first. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the pattern coming out? Okay, versus this pattern here. You see what I'm saying? It's very important that you open your volume up to a moderate rate, which means where it's flowing out very fast, and you want to close, okay? Because you're actually spraying approximately this far away, see, because you're up in there spraying everything, but you want that tight pattern because it's tight here and it opens up as it's spraying in. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's going to make it where you're going to get in every crack and crevice and groove, okay? And you got to be very quick with it, okay? So you don't get runs and drips and all this other stuff. You're going to spray that at approximately 65 psi, okay? That's 65 pounds of pressure that you're going to be spraying that out of. So that's very important to know. And we'll do the same thing with the black paint as well. Let's go look and see what it looks like with the epoxy primer on it. Then I got to get in there. And so now, if you look at the frame, you can see that it has been epoxy primed fully, okay, inside and out. And not just on the top, but pay close attention to the bottom of the frame as I bring the camera around. And you can see that every crack and crevice, even the underside of the cab, has been painted. That's why it's important, okay, there's our front end, everything's been painted. That's why it's very, very important to make sure that you close the pattern on your spray gun to a very, very tight circle, because you're going to be holding the spray gun approximately a foot to 3 feet away everywhere you spray. So, the rear end, everything. And as you look at the front end, everything's been epoxy primed. Okay, that's 2 full wet coats of epoxy primer. Once again, I did do the the firewall earlier previously. I went back over it when I was laying down on the creeper. I noticed there were spots that I missed, so I went over it and did it again. But yeah, epoxy primer has been applied. We'll let that dry for approximately 25-30 minutes, and then we will go ahead and put our acrylic enamel black on. Let me go ahead and get the black on the truck. We'll take a good overall look at it, okay? I got to put 2 to 3 full wet coats of black on it, and then we're done. And then I'll explain the rest of the story. Take it easy, this is Pete. We'll see you later. Okay, that took approximately 2.5 hours to put I put 2 full wet coats of paint on it. Now, it came out really, really nice. Let's go in there and look at it, then we'll get an overall of it and end the story of how to paint your frame once it's been sandblasted and putting it back to originality. My eyes are burning, that paint sucks. All right. Here we go. The frame has been painted black, inside and out, upside down, sideways, rear end's painted, everything has been painted. Okay, acrylic enamel, industrial black. Now I want you to look at that very, very closely, and you might see, like here's an edge right here. I don't know how to fuck that out. But anyway, what you're gonna look for once you're done, you're gonna look for spots that you might have missed. Now, don't fret, it doesn't matter, because all you have to do Okay, that's a shadow in there. All you have to do is take a brush, okay, with your paint and brush paint it on. Okay, that's what makes this type of painting so unique and durable, okay? It doesn't matter if you missed any spots on it. You can always come back and touch it up with a brush, just like you were hand painting it. This is a very, very big job from start to finish, and really came out nice. Let's go ahead and look up here real quick so I can get the hell out. Look up under the bottom side, you can see it's all been painted. Okay, front end. All the frame rails are painted. Everything is painted, and that is a very, very big, intensive job. Okay, so what you've learned is basically this is an on-frame restoration, and we're going back with everything original, okay? What you just learned is basically the easy, simple way to get your frame and the underneath of your vehicle in working order. It would have came out a lot nicer, yes, of course it would have on a rotisserie. It would have been more presentable, but the situation we have here is we want the original look, okay? From the factory, it wasn't painted like a concourse restoration, okay? Damn it, fucking bitch. Okay, from the factory, okay, it wasn't painted perfect. Do you see what I'm saying? From the factory. Okay, but another thing that's good, and this is the most important thing about doing it the way that I just did it, is from the factory, they didn't have epoxy primer on it. Believe it or not, the most important step of doing a job like this is the epoxy primer sealer. Okay? You've got to put that on there if you want it to last forever and no surface rust or rust coming through, okay? The epoxy primer sealer is more important than the black paint. The black paint makes it look nice. The epoxy primer sealer, okay, is the armored shield, okay, that's gonna block and protect. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, everybody's friend Pete, saying goodbye. Sunday night, 7 o'clock, I gotta go.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.